Hey, everybody. My name is Martin McGovern, Coach Marty for short, and I am your student success career coach at Skillspire. Now, what is career coaching? Career coaching is a collaborative process where you and I work together to address the strategic, tactical, and emotional aspects of the job search so that you can break into the tech world with confidence. The job search is a tough process. It involves a lot of different elements, a lot of communication, and the ability to sell your skills to a company so that they want to hire you. So, how do we do that? Well, when it comes to career coaching, we can break it down into a few different areas. The first piece is figuring out where you're coming from and where you're going in your career. This is the strategy. In the strategy part, what we want to do is take a look backwards. What are the skills you've developed up to this point in your career? Could be communication skills, collaboration skills, any number of things that you've done in previous jobs that have set you up for success in the future. We want to take those skills and we want to build upon them. We want to communicate them to companies in a way that really resonates, that makes them go, oh, I see how that translates into what we're trying to do, and makes them want to bring you onto the team in order to help. By doing this, we can set a really strong foundation for you to take a look at the future of your career and plan things out for the next 5, 10, 15 years. Now, once you know your strategy, once you know where you're coming from, where you're going, and the value that you bring to these companies, then we want to start putting together your tactics, your job search materials. This includes your resume, cover letter, your interviewing skills, your networking skills, your ability to negotiate effectively so you can make as much money as possible in these roles. When we're doing your tactics, we're going to be really helping you out by giving you templates to use, working one-on-one, getting into your resume and doing mock interviews, and really helping you hone your communication skills. Because at the end of the day, how you communicate your value is the most important thing to finding a job. Companies are not going to be able to assume what it is that you can do, so they need to be able to talk to you and hear how your skills solve their problems. And that's really the key as to what we're getting at in the coaching space. We're trying to help you shift your mindset away from a self-focused job search into a value-focused job search, where you stop thinking about what you need and you start thinking about how your skills help the companies that you want to work for. And this brings in some sales and marketing communications things that will help you, some skills that will help you develop so that you can confidently go out into the job search, confidently go on an interview, and tell stories that answer the questions that showcase your value to these potential employers. At the end of the day, it's a value exchange, and we want to help you get there. So we've got your strategy. We know where you're coming from. We know where you're going. We understand your value, and we can communicate that to the employers that you're trying to work with. The other piece of the job search that we'll address are all of the blockers that come up as we try to do these things. Rejection is a common thing in the job search, and it can get people down. We can also run into imposter syndrome and burnout and a number of different things that happen as we're trying to put ourselves out there and really showcase this value to the companies that we're working with. So how do you manage the emotional roller coaster of the job search? How do you make sure that you're not just communicating what you need and what you bring to a company, but you're also doing it in a way that is sustainable over time? We need to be able to pace ourselves throughout this process. How do you practice self-care? How do you take time for yourself? How do you make sure that you're not going to burn out? And how do you overcome those thoughts of imposter syndrome? Because the truth is that you probably do have the skills to do the job, but it's communicating those skills that's difficult. So when we get down to it, coaching is a process. It's a collaborative process where we help you understand your strategy, your value, your tactics, and overcome any blockers that you come across throughout the job search process. Now, how do we do that at Skillspire? Well, there's a few ways that we'll work together throughout the program. Number one, while you're in class, we'll be checking in here and there to make sure that everything is going well, that you're on track, and that you're prepared for what's going to happen after graduation when you start applying for jobs. Then we will get your materials up to date, your resume and all the different aspects, and help you find internships and jobs that will get you started in the tech field. The other thing we'll do is we'll have group office hours, group coaching and office hours, where you can collaborate with other students, ask questions, and come together as a community to troubleshoot your job search. We have all sorts of different resources at Skillspire where we're going to be helping you build your career and get things started in the tech space as you make this transition. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and we're here to help. Thank you for your time today, and I'll hand it back to the rest of the team.